you doing, Earl? We're here at Smokey Joe's Barbecue, Dallas, Texas. Got owner Chris Manning here. The man himself, Earl, pitmaster. He's been here for, what, longer than you've been alive, maybe?
Pretty much.
I was hoping you maybe had a brisket that was packed up.
I do.
That we might be able to take with us.
You're loved it. I got you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so like whatever state you're in, you can order it up. But when it shows up, like we got a method to reheat it. Basically, you put it in a YETI cooler, add some hot water on top of it. You got to keep it in the plastic, let it sit in there for a few hours, and you're going to have a perfectly hot brisket. Now, some of the important things. One, this brisket needs to be from the cooler. It's not frozen, you see. This is just chilled, and it is fully smoked. This is not a way to cook a raw brisket. You need to get one from the smoker into the cooler, into the cryovac, and then you can heat it up this way. So it's important, you need about 3 gallons of hot water. And it doesn't need to be boiling, but it does need to be hot. So my recommendation would be just to get it up to a boil, cut the heat off, and let the bubbles subside. That way you know you got nice hot water. And honestly, from that point on, it is as simple as you put the brisket in a cooler and you dump the water over top, you close the cooler. All right, let me hold the door for you. It's a lot of water. All right, simple as this, folks. Set it down on the bottom. Carefully pour that hot water in, and you see it already starts to float. I mean, basically all we're doing here is simple heat transfer. Hot water, cold brisket. All right, just close it down tight, and that water's gonna slosh around just a little bit, so just have a helper. All right, there we go. All right, before I do it, the moment of truth here. We're gonna see if this hot water did its trick here. Oh, okay, we're still steaming. Good. All right, feels hot. Oh, yeah, it's got some good jiggle to it too. I mean, basically what we just did here was sous vide. I mean, it's like a redneck version of sous vide, I guess. It's not, there's no electricity involved. That's why we put really hot water in it to begin with, to allow that heat transfer into this brisket. Now, here's the thing, this is like no turning back after this moment. You pierce the bag, it's kind of over. You can't put it back in the water anymore. So, all right, cross your fingers. Okay. Ooh, all right, 137. We're doing just fine. Okay, so here's the thing, like you take a brisket out of the smoker, it's gonna be like 200 degrees, right? Internal temperature, and you don't want to be cutting into it then. It's gonna steam over everywhere, and basically you're gonna lose a lot of moisture. My preferred serving temperature is somewhere around 140 degrees. That's a good looking brisket. And you can see that, even that intermuscular fat there really melts it out. Yeah, this is a beautiful reheat right here. Cheers. Here's to a lazy man's way of making barbecue at home and still looking like a hero. James, can you pass me that coleslaw?